everyone, Shelley Shearer here from Living Well with Shell. I wanted to do a quick video on an ionic foot bath that I just purchased. I did a lot of research over the last month and actually have done a bit of, what's the word I'm looking for, education or review on my podcast, Coulda, Woulda, Shoulda. You can find me on Stitcher Radio, Google Play, or iTunes. You can also find me on my website, www.couldawouldashoulda.ca. And I would just love to have you join us. That would be wonderful. However, I'm going to have to drop this into two segments because I need to reverse the camera to do the actual foot bath description, and I will do that and have it in two segments for you, so I apologize for that. So you need to watch this, then you need to watch the second one with the machine. I caught a cold about a month ago at my niece's wedding. Everyone in our family actually caught it. Now, I am a fibromyalgia sufferer. It's quite acute, but I've spent about 2 years finding things that keep me healthy. And one of the things that was an ionic foot bath. I do one once a month, have done for well over a year. My girlfriend April Farrell at Angel Sense Aromatherapy, for my local listeners and watchers, she actually has a very expensive commercial usage one in her spa. And when she does my fibro-lymphatic drain massage monthly, then she puts me on the ionic foot bath and kind of detoxes the mucus and the toxins from my system. I absolutely love it, and I always feel quite just refreshed after my foot bath. But I really wanted one for home use. Reason being is if you have any sort of chronic illness, Lyme disease, fibromyalgia, arthritis, candida, anything like that, keeping your cellular levels or cellular health very, very healthy and clean and detoxed is incredibly important. Unfortunately, we live in a very toxic environment in this world nowadays, right from our drinking water to our food to the air we breathe. And often, especially if we have a compromised immune system in any way, shape, or form, our lymphatic system struggles getting this stuff out of our body. So ionic foot bath actually just works naturally with our own body's chemical reaction. By the way, that is how our bodies are. We are chemical beings. Even though we're, made up of so much water, we actually are chemically charged, I guess is the right word. And so these ionic foot baths that create a negative to positive ratio that cause the toxins to detach, it's really all you're doing is just causing them to stop clinging to your cells. So it's really not rocket science, it's sort of just basic chemistry really, but a lot of people consider it very woo-woo, especially since they've seen these things and you put the array, that's the device that goes in the water that causes the electrical charge. When you put it in regular tap water, most of the time the water will turn sort of an orangey color anyways. That is because our water is not pure. If you use distilled water and a brand new stainless steel array, often the water will almost change color very minimalistically. Because the water's so clean, we unfortunately don't want that. We want those minerals and we want that charge running through the water. So although it kind of contributes to the color changing, it has nothing to do with being microscopically pulled out of your cells at a cellular level. Now the other thing to know that is the stuff, the gunk, and there'll be two pictures posted on my Living Well Facebook page on Facebook, which is Living Well 8. That will show you a before foot bath that I did the very first day, where I'd been on antibiotics for 3 weeks. I still had a lot of mucus buildup in my lungs. You'll see the water has a lovely black foamy scum all over the top as the antibiotics need to get, we're not draining the antibiotics of the system, we're draining the byproduct, the toxin that is left, that my lymphatic system that's sluggish because it's been so sick for so long. I have been sick for so long that my system is, it's a little slow and it's having a tough time getting everything out. This just gives it a little kickstart. So only about 10 to 20% at the most, some say just 10%, of the toxins that the foot bath actually is getting rid of out of your body is coming through the 2,000 pores in your feet into this water bath and floating on the top, and it kind of sticks to your skin. Because anything coming from your body is carrying that electrical charge, and so it's going to glom together and it's going to stick to your skin. It's like, it's attraction, just kind of basic. And that stuff is sort of tar-like and kind of gross. So, I'd be careful, your towels get stained, things like that. But what happens the 2 or 3 days after an ionic foot bath is it just helps the body naturally do what it's supposed to do, which is your system drains into your excretion system. So basically, excuse my language, but you just pee, poop, and sweat it all out normally, which your body is designed to do naturally. That's why exercise isn't just great for your muscle tone and your health and your weight management. Sweating is incredibly beneficial. It is just one of our many excretion, my language, systems that get things out of our body, the bad things. It's a good thing. So we want that stuff to happen. Now, I'm going to stop this video in just a moment, and I'm going to show you the actual machine, and I'll talk a little bit more about it. But I hope you'll watch the next segment, because I truly believe in these devices, and the one I have found, I recommend two, but the one I have found, although perhaps not for an elderly person that doesn't like to fuss, for someone that is capable and understanding of electronic equipment, for $500 US, in Canada, I had to pay a little exchange and get it brought in, and of course exchange on the dollar. For under $700, this is the best unit I found on the market. Not to mention that it's also analog, which means the system actually helps kind of charge up your own cells, because our bodies are analog, they're not digital, and the next day can give you a fair bit of energy. Now, I have been using it every day for the last couple of days. Lot of acid in my body, due one to the sickness, and two, I am naturally acidic. So I do have this issue when I see my girlfriend April, and I even use her machine. She's got a little wristband. She has a digital machine that goes on my arm. And the machine once beeped at me for 30 solid minutes. I was so acidic. So I try and make sure I eat an alkaline diet and I use alkaline water. But in a state of illness, sometimes you just can't control all those levels to optimum, to standards, because your body's fighting an illness. Alrighty, I'll talk to you in a few moments.